Welcome to week 11. So we're drafting again. So this is draft number 2. So couple notes that I want to start off with really quickly. Because we are in an age where generative AI can be used, and you need to tell me if you use generative AI in this class, you need to also track your drafts. And by that, I don't just mean like tracking changes and having evidence of it. You need to, because you submitted draft number 1, you need to do a save as, create a brand new copy, and show me draft number 2 so that you can show the differences. So if you, and this isn't just in this class, this is in all of your writing, including after graduation, you need to save drafts so that you know what was the final product at this point in time. And then when additional input came in, what changes did I make? But still, what did this one look like? Because you might need to revert back to a draft. So if you're in a workplace situation and policy gets implemented and then they realize very quickly, oh, that policy is not going to work, you need that old draft still. If you made changes to the only document that you had or the only evidence of that first draft pre that policy that's now being removed, you have to start from scratch. Nobody wants to do that. So really pay attention, especially this week. It needs to be draft number 2. I'm going to be looking for that information and that differentiation in the files that you upload at the end of the week. So really pay careful attention to what you're doing in draft number 2 to differentiate the two. This essay, like all essays, really doesn't need to be started at the beginning. It really shouldn't. You at this point don't know what background information you need to give on the content creators and what background information you need to highlight about the specific space that you're in, so YouTube or Instagram. Most of you are in YouTube or Instagram, a few of you are on Twitter. You don't know those pieces because you haven't finished the analysis yet to know what do I need to highlight so that my analysis makes the most sense. So really continue working in the research question, hypothesis, method, data and data analysis sections to flush all of those out. And then you'll start to see, okay, now that I've flushed out these analysis points, and I've seen the trends in my graph, and I've pulled in individual examples of those particular trends, what do I need to explain about the content creators, the content strategy they're implementing, and the particular specifics of the space for this analysis to be stronger? And then you'll go back and finish the beginning. That's the only way it's going to work. So continue working on the second half and then come back and fill out the first. If the first half is not done by draft number 2, that's fine. You have another week, so you've got some time, but really start working on flushing out the analysis so that you can get the most feedback from me on that particular analysis. Okay, so that's what you were working on this week. As you're drafting again, you've got Tumblr posts and you've got reflection number 5. If you have questions about any of those pieces, send me an email, stop by office hours, or I'll see you online.